The succulent Gasteria Little Warty is a member of the Aspergillacea family. The Western Cape province of South Africa is where you'll find the plant naturally. Little Warty Gasteria or Little Warty aloe are also frequent names for this plant. The average height of a Gasteria Little Warty plant is around 6 inches, 15 centimeters. The lance-shaped, green leaves of this plant are thick, firm, and meaty, and they are spotted with white. The rosettes of leaves may reach a length of 4 inches, 10 centimeters. Clusters of bright red, pink, or orange blooms sit on spikes that may reach 12 inches, 30 centimeters, in height. Gasteria Little Warty plant care. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos. Soil requirements. Succulents, as a general rule, like soil that drains efficiently so that their roots do not become excessively saturated with water. To do this, you may amend regular succulent potting soil with either perlite or sand before planting the succulents. The finger test is a simple approach to checking whether or not the potting soil mix you're using drains well enough for your plants. You need only insert your finger into the soil to the level of your second knuckle before pulling it back out. Soil with sufficient drainage will be dry at this depth. However, if there is still moisture present, you may need to add more perlite or sand. For potting, use a pot made of terracotta or ceramic that has drainage holes at the bottom. Indoor lighting conditions. It is recommended that the Gasteria be placed in indirect, strong light. If the plant is put in direct sunlight, the leaves may acquire sunburn, which will cause them to become brown or black. If you're keeping them as houseplants, make sure they're in a bright environment. Taking care of your Little Warty Gasteria. Because succulents' leaves store moisture, they do well in dry climates. They only need to be watered once every 7 days, which is far less than the average plant. Instead of using cold water, which might shock the plant and cause its leaves to fall off, use lukewarm water when watering the plant. Fertilizer and plant food. It can get by on a minimal amount of fertilizer. Succulents require fertilizer around once every month throughout the growing season, spring and summer. When the plant is dormant in the fall and winter, fertilization can be reduced to about every 2 months. Gasteria Little Warty requires a low nitrogen fertilizer that is designed for succulents. In this way, the plant is protected from burning from an overdose of fertilizer. It's important to remember to water the plant before and after fertilizing to prevent root burn. During the spring, apply a natural liquid fertilizer to your soil once. Temperature and humidity. The plant prefers warm temperatures, although it may tolerate somewhat lower temperatures with more humidity. One of the many great things about succulents is how adaptable they are to different environments and types of soil. The Little Warty Gasteria is a great plant for inexperienced gardeners because of its high tolerance. Propagation. Gasteria Little Warty can be reproduced by division or by leaf cuttings. To divide a plant for replanting, remove it from its container and make a clean cut along the middle. You should put the pieces of stem in separate pots and plant them, taking care to water them all well. To take a cutting, just remove a piece of the plant that has both a stem and a root. Make sure the cutting has plenty of water in its own container. If you want to start a Gasteria Little Warty plant from seed, do it in the spring or summer while the plant is actively growing. You may grow it in the fall and winter as well as the spring and summer, provided you give it enough light and warmth. Pests and illnesses. Although Gasteria Little Warty has a high tolerance for pests and diseases, there are still some to watch out for. Mealybugs are a common nuisance. Succulent plants attract little white fuzzy bugs. If you see mealybugs on your plant, you may eliminate them using a cotton swab dipped in rubbing alcohol. Another option is to use an insecticidal soap, but before you do, make sure it doesn't hurt the plant by testing it on a small, inconspicuous area. Gasteria Little Warty frequently suffers from root rot. Succulents are prone to this if they are overwatered or if they are in a pot that doesn't allow excess water to drain. If you suspect root rot, repotting your plant into dry, well-drained soil may preserve it from dying. Pests and diseases can be easily controlled if caught early. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.